With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all. And Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars, too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
The following sports special is a broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR, Martinsburg. It's time for the fun of a summertime tradition with Little League All-Star Baseball.
Play ball!
And now, let's go to the ballpark and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team with today's pregame show.
2. Welcome out to Oatsdale Park in Martinsburg, West Virginia for the second and final day of the 2026 West Virginia District 6 Little League Tournament for the 10 to 12 All-Stars. Today we will decide who is the second team from District 6 to make it to the West Virginia State Little League Tournament at the 10 to 12 level. Dylan Bishop and Brady Masters with you on the call on TV10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Colton Musgrove behind the TV10 camera. Kyler High back at the studio. We'll have a rematch of the Area 1 championship game that we had just not that long ago. We were over at Hedgesville and we saw a 4-1 game between Martinsburg and Jefferson, where Martinsburg took the area championship. Now they have a rematch here to be the district runner-up after last night. Mineral County got the 2-0 win over Martinsburg, and Jefferson got the 11-0 win over Moorfield. Brady, 2 different games yesterday that we saw. The 10-run rule from Jefferson on their side, and then Martinsburg, a close one. Very good pitching from Mineral County. Left Martinsburg off the board, and Martinsburg had to use 2 of their top pitchers to get through that game yesterday. So they're going to go with Kellen McKenzie to start today against Paxton Thomas for Jefferson. And that will decide which team from the Eastern Panhandle goes through to the state tournament.
Yes, absolutely, Dylan. I mean, you talk about what Jace Brown did in the last game that these two teams played. I mean, he was outstanding on the mound. I mean, he struck out 8 batters, gave up 4 hits, a run, gave up 2 walks, and he was really in command against the Jefferson Cougars. Now, of course, you talked about it. This is a new game on a different day, and so without Catlett and without Brown being on the pitching mound, let's see how Jefferson's offense can attack Martinsburg's defense, and then let's see how Martinsburg's defense can go from there to try to cool down Jefferson's offense tonight. But I believe this should be a good contest tonight. Of course, it's hot out, and also these two state rivals really know each other very well. So I expect this game to be very close in this one, and I just think that whoever is going to execute well is going to end up getting a spot into the state tournament with Mineral County.
Yeah, the pitching is going to be a big aspect of this. As you kind of mentioned, as I kind of brought up, Catlett and Brown unavailable after pitching yesterday. Paxton Thomas did not pitch at all yesterday. Asher Blair was the only one that needed to go on the mound for Jefferson, which leaves open Paxton Thomas, their leadoff hitter, their shortstop when he's not on the mound. And Paxton Thomas in that area tournament, that first game, pitched 5 2/3 shutout against Hedgesville. Got to the point where he was 1 pitch away from being able to close that one out. His 85th pitch was the second out of the 6th inning. If he had thrown 1 less pitch, he would have been able to at least go to that next batter, potentially gotten the complete game. But he was 1 pitch away. So today, he's going to go into a game against Martinsburg. He didn't pitch against Martinsburg in that area tournament, so it'll be interesting to see how they handle him at the plate. And Kellen McKenzie on the other side, we only saw in a little bit of relief in the area tournament, so we'll see how that plays out as well. On the pregame show here right now, brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Buy your next vehicle online, and they'll deliver it to you, and if you don't like it, they'll take it back. Visit them online at fordofhagerstown.com. And as the teams are introduced here on the field, we'll get you the starting lineups. Jefferson being announced here right now is the away team. We'll get you their lineup first, leading off with their starting pitcher, Paxton Thomas, number 4, followed by catcher number 50, Connor Craze, then Beckett Mason, center fielder number 5. In the cleanup spot, it's Jackson Bush, first base number 14. Following him will be shortstop number 23, Miles Moomaw, then extra hitter number 9, Cameron Anders. And in the 7th spot, it'll be third baseman number 00, Asher Blair, then right fielder number 2, Archer Torre, followed by extra hitter number 6, Blake Price, and left fielder number 29, Wyatt Horn. And the last 2 spots in the Jefferson lineup go to second baseman number 21, Henry Solich, and extra hitter number 13, Levi Jones. On the other side, for Martinsburg, they'll be led off by shortstop number 42, Camden Catlett. Then it's number 4, catcher Levi Coe. In the 3 spot, it's third baseman number 27, Jace Brown, followed by pitcher number 12, Kellen McKenzie in the cleanup spot. In the 5 hole, it'll be first base number 34, Hudson Mann, then extra hitter number 5, Grayson Stokes, followed by right fielder number 23, Desmond Nizer. In the 8th spot, it's center fielder number 99, Carson Reyes, followed by extra hitter number 22, Meridius Howard. Following that will be Landon Allen, number 13, the second baseman. Then extra hitter number 2, Easton Deering. And the last 2 spots to round out the Martinsburg lineup will be catcher number 7, left fielder number 7, Ashton Carter, and Blake Smith, number 1, the extra hitter. The starting lineups are brought to you by CMA Honda of Winchester, located at 3985 Valley Pike. Call 540-686-1622 at CMA Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more about you. Pitcher and catcher on both sides. It's Paxton Thomas throwing to Connor Craze for Jefferson, and Kellen McKenzie throwing to Levi Coe for Martinsburg. Those are our starting batteries on the mound and behind the plate. Those are brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Family-owned, offering superior customer service and great pricing for a job done by experienced and certified technicians. Call 304-901-4777. And with that, let's go ahead and take a 2-minute break. And when we come back, it'll be just about time for first pitch. This is West Virginia Little League Baseball on TV 10.
The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality.
Our trusted local team is here to see that your wishes are honored and that your special story is told.
Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg is looking for joyful, dedicated primary lead teachers for grades K through 4 to join our vibrant team for the 2026-27 academic year. We're searching for educators who believe in more than just lesson plans, teachers who inspire a love of learning, build confidence, and weave biblical truth into every subject. At TCCA, we offer so much more than a classroom. With a 100-acre campus full of outdoor adventures, daily research-based agriculture classes unlike any school in the state, movement-based instruction, equestrian education, and bi-weekly student choice clubs, and a Christ-centered classical education that connects learning to real life. Our students don't just thrive, they flourish, and so do our teachers. If you're passionate about laying a strong foundation for young learners and want to be part of something bigger, we'd love to hear from you. Email your resume to Rachel Hull at RachelHullTCCA@outlook.com. That's Rachel Hull TCCA@outlook.com to apply or learn more. The Classical Christian Academy is located at 7192 Arden Noble Road, Martinsburg, West Virginia 25403.
Remember all the sports we played when we were kids?
Oh yeah, swimming, tennis, basketball,
Football, soccer, track. I loved winning.
I still do.
Our competitive spirit is still going strong.
But now we use it to win for our clients. If you've been hurt in almost heaven,
call the Sevens, 304-777-7777.
Skinner.
Area 1 champion Martinsburg in the Battle of the Area Champions. The loser dropped down to play the winner of the runner-up bracket, the 2 runners-up in Area 1 and Area 2. Jefferson defeating Moorfield in 5 innings, 11-0. 8 runs in the top of the 5th for Jefferson after opening up a 3-0 lead in the 3rd. Top of the first inning is brought to you by Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, a family-owned full-service funeral home proudly serving the area since 1880. Jefferson comes up to bat in the top of the first, and Kellen McKenzie takes to the mound. He's been one of the more impressive players of these area and district tournaments overall. It's mostly been with his bat and his arm in the field. Hit one over the fence in Hedgesville during the area tournament. Had himself a good day, a good tournament, good weekend of extra base hits. Also had himself a really nice play throwing out a runner going to third base from right field. And got a little bit of relief action as well before Martinsburg was crowned the Area 1 champions. So Jefferson, Brady is looking for a little bit of revenge from that 4-1 loss in that area championship game. And we'll see what they have in store. Their pitching is in a better spot than Martinsburg's is after yesterday.
Yeah, they are, Dylan. We'll just have to see what happens in this ball game tonight, see if they can shut down the Martinsburg offense.
Paxton Thomas, Connor Craze, and Beckett Mason will be due up in the top of the first. Top three in the order for Jefferson. We got another hot one. This one was moved back from 5:30 to 8 o'clock to kind of avoid some of the heat. As you can see on TV, we get the glare from the sun in our faces for just a little longer before the sun falls down behind the trees. 92 degrees as we're getting ready for first pitch. Feels like 94. 5-mile-per-hour wind, 11-mile-per-hour gust. And humidity sitting at 53%. It just sort of feels inevitable, Brady, that one of these Little League tournaments falls on the hottest day of the summer. Hottest days of the summer.
Well, they call it the dog days of summer for a reason, Dylan.
That's right.
And we're just living in it right now.
The boys of summer are out here getting ready to start. Top of the first.
Number 4, Paxton Thomas.
Paxton Thomas leads things off for Jefferson before he heads to the mound in the bottom of the inning. Jace Brown, Camden Catlett, Landon Allen, and Hudson Mann is your infield for Martinsburg, third base to first base. First pitch, in for a strike, taken. Left field to right field for Martinsburg is Ashton Carter, Carson Reyes, and Desmond Nizer. With Levi Coe behind the plate. Took me this long until the last day to call one of these Martinsburg players by their brother's name. 1-1 is the count after the next pitch from McKenzie. McKenzie ready for the 1-1. Thomas hits this one well, but pushes it foul over towards right field. We saw yesterday he had a couple hits that were pulled down the left field side that if he would have straightened out would have gone to about halfway to Inwood. But he hit one in particular up into the sky that off the bat you would have thought was gone for sure, but then it fell in left field. Next one in for a ball, makes it 2-2. Thomas launched one over the fence during the area tournament. Now he sits here at 2-2. Runs in, nearly hit him. Thomas just barely got out of the way. Runs the count full. McKenzie shakes off his catcher. Shakes him off twice. Now the pitch. This is grounded over towards second base. Allen steps, throws, and a nice stretch at first by Hudson Mann. Finishes out number 1.
Yep, play right there for the second baseman to get up there. It was a routine play. He got the ball, and he threw it over to first base. It was a good play.
It wasn't the most routine of plays. He definitely had to plant his foot well into that turf to make a timely throw. This brings up Connor Craze, who also has had himself a good area and district tournament. They're looking at the first pitch for a strike. Here's the 0-1. That's low for a ball. This is fouled away. Time called after that foul ball. 1-2. You get a little visit between your batter and your third base coach. Jefferson is managed by Anthony Thomas with coaches A.J. Mason and Terry Mumal. Martinsburg coached by Aaron Stokes. Coaches Woody Coe and Josh Allen. 1-2. That's another one. Craze sticks alive. Craze calls time. McKenzie has been taking a long time with pretty much each pitch as he stands on the rubber. An early time call at the plate. Here's a 1-2, and Craze fouls this one off again. Brady, you can tell first two batters of the game here that Jefferson's having to try to catch up with that fastball.
Yes. Oh, they're grinding it out there. Crazy is.
He's going to step back in with another 1-2. And the pitch, that'll be low. Make it 2-2. It's the 12th pitch of the inning from McKenzie. 85 is the pitch limit. Two and two up high, making it a full count again. I'm sure Martinsburg would have liked to have seen an efficient first inning from McKenzie after throwing Camden Catlin and Jace Brown yesterday. Here comes the full count pitch. This is lined just over the glove of Landon Allen at second, and it gets all the way to the wall. Craze slides in for a one-out double, putting Jefferson on base for the first time today.
Yeah, that was great by Craze there, just driving the ball, put it in a good place, good spot. He got it to the wall and got himself a two-bagger with one out. Jefferson has got a runner in scoring position now, looking to take the lead.
Yeah, really well worked at bat from Craze there. You could tell that fastball, he had to keep speeding up that bat to where eventually he can go the other way in fair territory. Mason squared around the bunt. So he comes up to bat. Beckett Mason, center fielder, third in the order for Jefferson, which was a solid move up in the order since the beginning of the area tournament. Squaring around again and pulling back. This is a wild pitch. Craze slides in at third. Jefferson going back to what has worked pretty well for them through this district tournament yesterday, a little bit during the area tournament. They've shown a tendency, like especially these power pitchers up there, square around a bunt until he shows you a strike. Keep pulling it back until he throws a strike. And there is the strike for this at-bat, making it 2-1.
They're just trying to find a way to win the game in different ways.
We saw Jefferson get a few runs on Moorfield by their aggressive base running, too, kind of baiting some throws from Moorfield. We'll have to see if that comes into play, if Jefferson can keep having base runners. Here's one off the catcher's glove. Thomas, Craze, I should say, slides in. And that's the first run of the ball game, just like that. The double leads to a run after two wild pitches.
Good recognition there by Craze. You saw that the pitch went away from the catcher there, and here he came down the line to score the game's first run. Nice heads-up play.
Time is called before the pitch It looks like time was called from the Martinsburg dugout to address something going on with Coe, unless it was Coe that called the timeout. Looks like he's trying to get an equipment change. Sunglasses, of course.
Definitely going to need
And
those.
you know what? That would explain a couple. I've used the phrase wild pitch, but I'm sure some of those could be considered a pass ball. And you can see we have the Colton's shooting down a little bit, so the glare isn't in the camera quite as much, but it's in the faces of that batter and catcher for sure. And the 3-1 is out of the zone to the backstop for ball 4. So it's a runner on first, 1 out, already 1-0 Jefferson.
That's what Jefferson wants right now. They're already up 1-0. They got to run on McKenzie, and they're ahead right now.
Coach Stokes calls time for a mound visit. And I wouldn't doubt if part of this is to just kill a little bit of time so that sun can go down. And you see Stokes is more so talking to Coe than he is McKenzie. Luckily, there's one tree right below that sun that's a little higher than the ones right next to it. And I think the sun's going to fall behind it here in just a few minutes. It's 8:08. The sun still poking through. Jackson Bush squares around, pulls back, and that's strike 1. That's what McKenzie needed. If Jefferson's going to keep squaring around the bunt until you throw a strike, they're giving you the opportunity to throw it in the zone on that first pitch. Here's another one, strike 2.
Absolutely, and that's what McKenzie needs right now. You know, he gave up a run, gave up a walk, but he just needs to settle in. He needs to calm down just a little bit and really settle back in the game and focus.
0-2, Bush hits this one in play. Over to Brown at third base. He throws the second for the lead runner, and he gets it in time. That's all they had to play on, so that's a fielder's choice for out number 2.
Yeah, just get any out that you can. It was a good play by Brown to throw it over to second base. And there are 2 outs here in the inning.
Miles Mumal steps in, taking strike 1. It's now a runner on first with 2 outs. And this is away from the catcher just enough for Bush to move up. Counts now 1-1. Mumal seemed like he wanted to check his swing, but he got to that idea too late. He went through. It's 1-2.
Yeah, you just got to go with your gut on that one.
Next pitch from McKenzie, and Mumal keeps the at-bat alive. One hit, one walk, 1 run in the inning so far, given up by Martinsburg. Here's your 1-2, and Mumal again gets the bat on it to foul it away. "27 pitches through the inning so far for McKenzie. One-two, Mumal in play. Allen gets it into the glove. Nice backhand, throws it in time, and that retires the side. But Jefferson gets a run up on the board. A double from Connor Craze, followed by 2 pitches to the backstop, and Jefferson has an early 1-0 lead. We'll come back with the bottom of the first. Martinsburg up to bat for the first time after the 60-second break. This is Little League Baseball on TV 10.
When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors. And good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg, owners just care more about you.
The bottom of the first inning on TV 10 is brought to you by the Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results. Looking for a home in the tri-state area? Call the Larry DeMarco team at 304-263-4222 or visit them online at modernrealtyresults.com. Martinsburg due up for the first time in this district runner-up game, trying to get a spot in the state Little League tournament for the 10-12 All-Stars. They'll have to deal with Paxton Thomas on the mound for Jefferson. Throwing to Connor Craze behind the plate. Catlett, Coe, and Brown due up in the first. As we mentioned earlier in the pregame show, Thomas was one less pitch away from being able to potentially get through a complete game against Hedgesville early in the area tournament, 5 2/3, before one out was needed to wrap that one up. Defense behind Thomas will be Blair at third, Mumall at short, Solich at second, and Bush at first. In the outfield, left to right, it's Horn, Mason, and Torre. That'll bring Martinsburg up to bat for the first time, starting with Camden Catlett. Catlett went 1 for 2 last night, had himself a double in the fourth inning. Big cut and miss on the first pitch from Thomas. Wind in the fire on the 0-1. That's just off the zone. Ball 1. Wind and fire. Ball 2. Catlett working the count well here for the first at-bat for Martinsburg. Here's the next pitch. That's called strike 2. Thomas brings the 2-2. Catlett lines this one over to right field, but almost right at Archer Torre for the first out.
Now batting number 4.
It was a good job by Thomas to get that fly out there. Tyler Catlett to start his evening off. That was a good way to start.
Next up is Levi Coe. He will take a ball to start this at bat. Big cut and miss. Make it 1-1.
Martinsburg takes it personally. Why? And good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg, owners just care more about you.
Sorry for our technical difficulties. We lost our signal for a moment. While we were out, I believe you at home would have missed the strikeout swinging by Levi Coe. It's now 1-1 to Jace Brown to follow. Nobody on and 2 outs. Thomas wind up and the pitch. Brown launches ball 2 go. Pitches so far through this inning for Thomas. Here's the next one. Way inside. 3-1 to Brown.
And he's smooth in delivering those pitches, too.
He has been. Brown went 0 for 2 yesterday. Flew out twice. Good contact, but just couldn't get it in play. Brown hits this one pretty well, but just fouled down the third base line. Stokes for Martinsburg in the third base box tried to barehand it, but couldn't quite. And the coach gave a good point to Jace Brown. Maybe able to hear him through our crowd mic. Said, we're not trying to kill this baseball. Here comes a full count pitch. And Brown checked his swing, it looked like, and yes, they checked down to first base just for good measure, and that is a well-drawn walk by Jace Brown with 2 outs.
Number 12, Kellen McKenzie.
Yeah, he didn't swing hard, but he did enough to earn a walk down to first base.
This brings up Kellen McKenzie. A lot of power in this cleanup spot. He comes up with 1 on and 2 out. First pitch low. Comes a 1-0 to follow. McKenzie foul tipped that one. When Thomas pitched against Hedgesville had themselves a very tall player in their lineup, Henry Staub, that Thomas essentially just pitched around when they matched up. He's pitching more aggressively here to Kellen McKenzie as this one's fouled away, making 1-2. Difference was he wasn't pitching to Stomp with a runner on. Here's another 1-2, and that'll be high. McKenzie hits this one well, but it's higher than it is deep. It's shallow right center field. Beckett Mason makes the catch for the 3rd out. With that, we go to the 2nd inning. Jefferson still leading 1-0. We'll take a 60-second break, come back, more Little League Baseball on TV 10.
Pitch count for Jefferson.
Anders, big cut through this one. Misses it, making it 0-2. Next pitch, a ball. One, two. Big hack. That's strike three. One down in the inning.
0-0, Asher Blair.
Yeah, that was a good job from McKenzie, just staying calm. Had that at bat. And getting a strikeout there.
That brings up Asher Blair next. Yesterday's starting pitcher for Jefferson. He only needed to make it 5 innings in the 11-0 victory. First pitch is a ball. Kenzie overthrows that 1-0 a bit. 2 balls and no strikes. Next pitch to follow. That's to the backstop. Ball 3. Blair had to take a pitch to the back yesterday with a hit by pitch. He's going to foul away this 3-1, making it a full count. Despite his good day on the mound, he was a bit quiet at the plate yesterday. After that hit by pitch, he flew out and grounded into a fielder's choice.
We'll see what McKenzie can do here to put the batter away here.
Payoff pitch. Low. Ball 4. Just like last inning, Jefferson gets one on with one out.
Now batting number 2, Archer Torres.
Our right fielder for Jefferson, Archer Torres, is next. Torre was 2 for 2 with 2 singles yesterday. Scored both times. He will square around the bunt on that first pitch, pull it back, but it's in for a strike. Here's your 0-1. Big hack and a miss. Strike 2. Next pitch, 3-pitch strikeout. Torre goes down.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Kenzie did a good job there.
Now batting number 6.
Give them the old Truman Show, as they say. 2 down in the inning. Blake Price is next. First pitch swinging is Price, but this is fouled off. Kenzie up over 40 pitches now. Jefferson surely hoping they can get to that pitch count well before the 6th inning, and they're on track to do so. This is another foul ball. Hit well down the third baseline this time.
Only would have got a couple feet fair. Would have had a hit there. Maybe could have had a double.
Very close. It's now 0-2 to Price. McKenzie deals. And that's way up high over the glove of Coe. That will allow Blair to go to second. And there's another strikeout for McKenzie. Finding his rhythm against the back half of the order for Jefferson. He's able to strand one on second base and leave Jefferson scoreless for the half inning. That means we'll go to the bottom of the second. Still 1-0 Jefferson over Martinsburg. This is Little League Baseball on TV 10.
When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors. And good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg, owners just care more about you.
Bottom of the second inning on TV 10 is brought to you by the Berkeley County Health Department. Prevent, promote, protect. Offering public, clinical, and environmental services at 122 Waverly Court in Martinsburg.
Now batting for Martinsburg is number 34.
Martinsburg's second shot at tying this one back up or taking the lead. We'll start with Hudson Mann. Number 5 in the order for Martinsburg. 5, 6, and 7, Mann, Stokes, and Nizer. This is hit well to opposite field. Drops down for a base hit into right. Leadoff base runner for Martinsburg.
Yeah, it was a simple swing by Mann. Just didn't do too much with it. And Martinsburg's got a runner on base, and we'll see what they can do with it.
Grayson Stokes is next. After the first hit off of Thomas, he swings through, strike one. Here's your 0-1. Stokes squares around, and he's hit by the pitch. Well, now Stokes was squared around as he got hit. I think Jefferson wants to argue that that should be a swing. And that would also be my first thought, but we'll see where the umpires get together here and see what they say. They're giving him first base.
I couldn't tell from my angle, but I thought when the ball came under his hand, I thought he got hit by the pitch. And they give him first base.
Jefferson wanted to say that squaring around, he was through the zone, and it would be counted as a swing and a foul ball. But it's a hit by pitch, and there's a runner on first and second now with no outs. Nizer squares around, pulls it back, and it's strike one. Desmond Nizer, right fielder, has a big shot here for Martinsburg early in this one. He gets down the bunt. It's almost a perfect one. Blair can't go to third. You could see that his instinct was he wanted to see if he could step back to third for that lead runner, and he just wasn't nearly close enough to the base and then had no throw. That little hesitation was it.
Yeah, absolutely. You put it perfectly.
And that was a perfectly laid single. A bunt. Hit him where they ain't.
That's right. Now Martinsburg has a golden opportunity. They've got the bases loaded with nobody out.
This will bring up a mound visit as Carson Reyes will have a shot with the bases loaded and no outs. So we're early into this one, Brady, but Jefferson really finds himself in a jam now.
It's the first of this game. See if they can work out of it. And Thomas has to calm down here, just like I talked about with McKenzie. He's got to calm down and stay focused. Focus on pitch by pitch, batter by batter. And That's what I would tell Paxton Thomas right now.
It's Carson Reyes due up first. The base is loaded. None out. First pitch is out of the zone for a ball. This one on the ground. Play over at shortstop. Step on the base for one. Safe at first. No double play. And 1 run scores. We're tied.
That was a good hustle down the line with a batter on the first base, and Martinsburg has the game tied. If you just take those simple plays, you get runs out of them, you'll take it for the Bulldogs.
It's now runners on the corners and 1 out for Meridius Howard, showing bunt the whole way until the ball comes in, pulls it back, and on the catcher's indifference, Reyes steals second. Next pitch, the 1-1, or 1-0, makes it 1-1.
Martinsburg looking for more with both runners in scoring position here.
Howard tries to get the bunt down that time, but misses. That's strike 2. One, two, coming from Thomas. Squares around again, misses. And they'll check first base, just make sure he went around, and he did. That's out number 2.
You can limit this game to a 1-1 game, that would be good. You could take it for Jefferson. Yes, you gave up the 1 run, but you can take it with the game being 1-1 and nothing else.
Landon Allen's next. Strike taken. We're tied at 1 now. Martinsburg has 2 runners in scoring position. A chance to take the lead. Allen down the third base line. Foul, says the home plate umpire, just barely. From our angle, I wouldn't have been able to tell either way. So we were at the mercy of the umpire.
Yeah, all the base runners for the Bulldogs, they thought that ball was fair. They were running down toward home plate. They were kept running. That's what you have to do. It's a foul ball, and see what happens in this at-bat.
0-2. Breaking ball. Breaks off the plate. It's 1-2. Here's the next one. Fastball out of the zone. 2-2. Allen stabs at this one. It's popped up in territory that can be playable, and it is caught by Connor Craze from behind the plate, taking the mask off and keeping this game tied.
That was a huge play.
Absolutely. So, runners on second and third are stranded. Martinsburg does tie it up. We'll go to the third inning. It's 1-1 with a state tournament appearance on the line. 60 seconds and back with more Little League Baseball on TV 10.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Honda of Winchester takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Honda of Winchester, owners just care more about you.
Now batting for Jefferson.
Our top of the third inning is brought to you by WV Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. Martinsburg evens us up at 1 in the bottom of the second. So we're all square again. Wyatt Horn is due up next to start this inning for Jefferson. First pitch, looked at for a strike. It's Horn, Solich, Jones, the bottom three of the order for Jefferson due up. Horn will swing at the 0-1. He'll foul it off. Another one fouled away on the 0-2. Horn swinging at anything close to the zone.
Ball to the press box for 60 pop or dum-dum.
Oh, 2, high and inside for a ball. McKenzie about to reach 50 pitches. 1-2 is called in the zone for strike 3. And that's 3 straight strikeouts from Kellen McKenzie going back to last inning.
That's huge for him. He's really in command with those last 3 strikeouts.
5 on the game.
He's really found his groove.
Solich up next, squares around, pulls it back. That's ball 1. It was just a double from Connor Craze and 2 wild pitches or pass balls while the sun was still in the face of the catcher. That led to the 1 run for Jefferson. Solich squares again, pulls back again, this time in the zone for a strike. Here's your 1-1. Solich, foul tip, make it 1-2.
Just keep grinding out of the at-bat. That's what Solich needs to do here. Drive up McKenzie's pitch count.
Here is that 1-2 out of the zone. Up high and outside.
Just got to make him work.
McKenzie back on the rubber. Here's a 2-2, and that one's up high as well. Solich moving out of the way. It's a full count. And there's ball 4. One pitch walk, 1 out walk. So now it's Levi Jones.
Now batting number 13, Levi Jones.
Solich did a good job of grinding out that bat out there, and now he's got a leadoff walk.
Big cut and miss. Levi Jones starts out 0-1. McKenzie follows the 0-1 with strike 2. Solich trying to force a throw down to second. Nothing doing. McKenzie's next pitch is fouled away. 97. First pitch, it's already down to 88. The sun's gone below the trees.
Almost a 10-degree difference.
0-2, McKenzie off speed, swung through for strike 3.
All right, let's see if McKenzie can get this next hitter here and keep this game tied. He's looking really good right now in this inning.
Another strikeout for Kellen McKenzie. He struck out 4 of the last 5 batters. 5 out of the last 7. Those are his 5 strikeouts. First pitch of the at-bat to Thomas. His second at-bat is low for a ball. Solich, this time he does force that throw down. Faking as if he's going to steal second and runs back on the throw. Good throw from Coe, though, doesn't lead to any sort of error. It's a 2-0 count. Thomas, first inning, started this one off with a ground out to second. McKenzie bounces this one. Gets away from Coe. Solich now at second.
And now McKenzie's got to work with another run in scoring position here. See if he can work out of this jam.
3-0 will get over for a strike. Solich is going to take third base as the ball gets away from Coe. Over for a strike. Infield comes in as there's 2 outs and now a full count. McKenzie, 3-2. Up high for ball 4.
Again, Jefferson. Oh, go ahead.
Just saying 4th walk from McKenzie, so go ahead.
Jefferson is doing a really good job of getting on base, taking the walks, doing all that they can to try to take the lead.
They haven't hit the ball in play since the last batter of the first inning. It's been walks and strikeouts through the second and the third.
Now batting number 5, catch it, Mason.
It's runners on first and second with 2 outs. Still 1-1. Winner goes through to the state tournament. Loser ends their season. This is a wild pitch, but quick reactions all around lead to the runners staying at home. We totally overlooked that Connor Craze was intentionally walked to load the bases. My mistake for not mentioning that is now Beckett Mason is up, and it's 2-0. Next pitch to Mason, it's 3-0.
Kenzie just has to find the strike zone here. Nobody to put Mason. Can't put Mason anywhere else.
Kenzie needs to battle back to keep this one at a tied game, and this gets away from him. That's ball 4. Everybody runs to the next base, but they're free to get there as they please. The walk makes it 2-1 Jefferson.
Now batting number 14, Jackson Bush.
It looks like small numbers on the scoreboard, but it's 74 pitches for McKenzie, and that's going to end his stint on the mound.
Final pitch count for Martinsburg,
Landon Allen
74.
will come from the bullpen. And by the bullpen, I mean second base. He'll take 60 seconds as he warms up. Come back with more Little League Baseball on TV 10.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Most insurance companies see you as a claim number. Most law firms see you as a case file. When their top priority is their bottom line, you only get a fraction of the attention that you deserve. At the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon & Jenkinson, it's personal. We listen to our clients to see the whole picture, because every part of you is important. For a team built on relationships and results, call Burke, Schultz, Harmon & Jenkinson at 304-LAWYERS. Or visit us at burkeandschultz.com.
Call to the bullpen on TV 10 is brought to you by the CMA Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg. Stop by and see them at 48 Kelly Island Road in Martinsburg or call 304-263-8821. CMA, they're moving lives forward. The start ends for Kellen McKenzie at 2 2/3 innings. He gave up just one hit but 5 walks. Struck out 5. He's given up the 2 runs so far and is responsible for the runners on base. And here comes Landon Allen, throwing a strike to start the at-bat to Jackson Bush. Bases loaded and 2 outs. Allen fires the 0-1. A little outside, evens the count. Jackson Bush reached base on a fielder's choice, grounded over to third base in the first inning. 1-1, gets past the catcher. Thomas coming home, slides in, makes it 3-1. Jefferson's got a multiple run lead now, first of the day.
Yet again, good recognition by the base runners to move up, and Jefferson's got their 3rd run up on the board. They're second on pitches to the backstop.
The other runners advance, so now it's 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs. It's 3-1. Now our count is 3-1. Follows with a strike on the inside half. Another full count. Allen throws. Bush. This is popped up towards shortstop, and Camden Catlett makes the catch for the 3rd out. Jefferson back on top with 2 in the inning. They leave 2 more in scoring position. But Jefferson is back on top. They leave 3-1, and we'll go to the bottom of the 3rd for the 60-second break. This is West Virginia Little League Baseball on TV 10.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Bottom of the third on TV 10 is brought to you by Dignity Memorial Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery. Attention to detail like no other. Visit dignitymemorial.com. Jefferson answers with 2 runs in the top of the third after Martinsburg tied us up at 1 in the previous half inning. So once again, Paxton Thomas pitches with a lead. Brady, Kelly McKenzie starting for Martinsburg. He had some heat. He had a lot of strikeouts in there, but then he just started to lose some control, and in the end, it just got away from him a little bit.
Yeah, and I would say the heat has something to do with that too. I think with he was in control. He gave up the 1 run. He felt pretty good. Was striking out 5 in a row, but yeah, the heat kind of wore him down just a little bit and ended his night.
So Martinsburg will start off towards the bottom of the order. This is the bottom 3. First pitch is outside for a ball. Deering, Carter, and Smith due up. (1-0) out of the zone. Sun goes down. Strike 1 is in. The lights come on here at Oatsdale Park. The home of Martinsburg Little League. Deering takes strike 2. They have to battle back here at Oatsdale if they want to move on to the state tournament. Jefferson out for revenge from the area tournament. The 2-2 pitch. Just out of the zone. Full count. Foul tip, not into the glove of Craze. Bounces off of him. So Deering, a slight stroke of luck, keeps him at the plate. Payoff pitch. Called. Strike 3. Deering frozen by the full count pitch, and now there's 1 down.
Tell you what, Thomas has been doing a good job of bouncing back. He's been down on the count a few times tonight. He's just been able to do a good job of putting the hitters away after that.
First pitch to Carter, out of the zone. To Carter, swung through. The 1-1 count. Strike 2. Bottom of the third here from Oatsdale Park. Carter hits this one on the line right at Archer Torre. Squeezes it into the glove for out number 2.
And Torre was in the right position at the right time. Had his glove up there ready to catch the ball.
Now batting number 1,
Blake Smith will round out the lineup for Martinsburg. He gets on base. Flip to the top with Catlett. Thomas is in a groove. Gave up the 1 run last inning, but mostly came on soft contact. The 1-0 is followed with a strike.
Now I was going to bring up the outfield hasn't had to work a lot tonight because Paxton has just been doing a great job on the mound.
Yeah. when they have had to work, a lot of these fly balls have kind of been right, too. There's a couple right at Torre and right, as this one's in for strike 2. You had the single hit-by-pitch, single fielder's choice RBI combo in that second inning. And there's strike 3 called. Blake Smith goes down on strikes. That's the 4th K for Thomas. We're halfway through this one. We go to the 4th inning from Oatsdale Park after this 60-second break. Martinsburg trailing Jefferson by 2. The district runner-up game is Little League Baseball on TV 10.
Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg is looking for joyful, dedicated primary lead teachers for grades K through 4 to join our vibrant team for the 2026-27 academic year. We're searching for educators who believe in more than just lesson plans, teachers who inspire a love of learning, build confidence, and weave biblical truth into every subject. At TCCA, we offer so much more than a classroom. With a 100-acre campus full of outdoor adventures, daily research-based agriculture classes unlike any school in the state, movement-based instruction, equestrian education, and bi-weekly student choice clubs, and a Christ-centered classical education that connects learning to real life. Our students don't just thrive, they flourish, and so do our teachers. If you're passionate about laying a strong foundation for young learners and want to be part of something bigger, we'd love to hear from you. Email your resume to Rachel Hull at RachelHullTCCA@outlook.com. That's Rachel Hull TCCA@outlook.com to apply or learn more. The Classical Christian Academy is located at 7192 Arden Noble Road, Martinsburg, West Virginia 25403.
Move to the top of the 4th inning on TV 10. Brought to you by the Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, representing accident and injury claims for over 50 years. Go to SkinnerWins.com.
Now batting for Jefferson, number 23.
Creed plays over the loudspeakers here at Oatsdale Park. Martinsburg asks to their score, can you take it higher? But they trail Jefferson 3-1 right now. Landon Allen gets a strike across, makes it 1-1. This is hit well, and looping that one in there is Miles Mumal. Lead-off single for Jefferson.
Mumal hit that ball pretty good. Just got it in between the second baseman and the right fielder. Put it in a perfect place.
Landon Allen's first full inning of work. Starts off the at-bat to Cam Anders with a strike. Next pitch to follow out of the zone. One cut on and missed by Anders, making it 1-2. Anders struck out swinging in the second. Here's a 1-2 out of the zone. And there is a swinging strike 3.
And there you go. Allen bounced back, gave up the leadoff single, and then came right back with a strikeout.
That's what Martinsburg likes to see. Asher Blair next up. Drew a walk against McKenzie first time up. Blair putting down the bunt. Sacrifice is successful as Stokes comes in and just throws it over to first. Second out of the inning does move up the runner to second. Archer Torre is next.
Yeah, that was a nice, simple play. That's what I call fundamental baseball.
Allen throws a strike to Torre to start this one. Oh, 1 inside. Evens us up at 1 apiece. This one out of the zone as well, from 0-1 to 2-1. As someone sets off fireworks in the distance. Here's the 2-1. Torre, big cut. Can't get anything on it. Two and two with 2 outs. Allen throws and Torre fouls it off. So number 2 for Jefferson. We'll see another 2-2. Allen back on the rubber. Torre back in the box. Here's another 2-2. High release point on that one from Allen. Too high. That's ball 3. Jefferson has Blake Price up if they continue the inning. They won't, though. Allen shuts the door here for the 4th. Gets one by Torre for his second strikeout.
John for Martinsburg, 22.
22 pitches so far for Allen. Keeps it 3-1 Jefferson. Will take 60 seconds. Come back at the bottom of the 4th. Little League Baseball, TV 10.
Let's talk about what to do after a car or truck accident.
First, call 911. Then call Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers.
Let us handle the insurance company so you can focus on getting better.
Being injured in a wreck is enough stress. Let your doctor handle your medical issues.
And let the Skinner brothers handle your insurance issues.
If you've been hurt in almost heaven,
call the Sevens, 304-777-7777.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
The bottom of the 4th on TV 10 is brought to you by the Mansion Injury Law Group in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to mansioninjurylaw.com. Still 3-1 Jefferson. Martinsburg will try to change that here in the bottom of the inning. They had the top of the lineup 2 up against Paxton Thomas.
See if Martinsburg can get something going here with 9 outs to go.
Catlett caught off guard by this first pitch, off speed. Swings through it for strike 1. Next pitch. Check swing. Did he go? They'll check down. He held it back. Next pitch to Catlett follows. Catlett again tries to check his swing, this time in the zone. 1-2 now to Catlett, who flew out to right field first time up. 1-2. That's low. Makes it 2-2. Thomas tries to fire back after that ball, but this one's out of the zone as well.
Paxton Thomas is doing a good job of locating his pitches inside of the strike zone and trying to get calls in the outside corner. See what he does here.
Another full count pitch coming up. Called ball 4. Good eye from Catlett. That was not far off the plate.
Not by much.
Only the second walk for Thomas.
Now batting number 4, Levi Coe.
Levi Coe will have a base runner to work with. Here's a strike. Now the 0-1 follows. This is a bunt laid down by Coe. Try to manufacture a second run. Sacrifice over in time from Blair to Bush at first. And now it's a runner on second with 1 out.
That's a good play from Coe, getting that bunt down, moving the runner into scoring position there. And we'll see if Martinsburg can take advantage of it.
They put a runner into scoring position for Jace Brown. Drew a walk first time up, and now he'll draw an intentional walk. They'll just point him on down to first base, and they choose to rather face Kellen McKenzie with a force at any base. Third, second, and first. McKenzie cuts through this one. McKenzie did fly out to center to end the first inning in his only other at-bat. Thomas 0-1. Out of the zone, McKenzie keeps his bat from going through. Swings through, strike 2. One, two. Fouled off. Thomas winds and fires again, and McKenzie strikes out swinging. Big fifth strikeout from Thomas.
Number 34.
Leaves those runners at first and second with 2 outs. The decision to intentionally walk Jace Brown works out. Hudson Mann steps in next. Takes the ball to start. Next pitch gets away from Craze. Runners move up to second and third. There goes your force at any base.
Yep, and 2 runners in the scoring position for Martinsburg. Tying runs at second and third.
Martinsburg could always make me come back to regret saying that the intentional walk worked out if they score the second run as well. By all means, you could have just tried to pitch to Jace Brown, gotten him out, and the inning would be over. Mann will take the 2-1 out of the zone. Craze hops up as if he wanted that call. Thomas will step back on the rubber for a 3-1. Ball 4. Thomas wanted that one too. And Craze saw the emotions slip out a bit from the pitcher, and now he's going to call time to go talk to him, and coach will go out as well.
Yeah, I know he wanted that strike call, but you have the bases loaded now. You just got to stay calm, stay composed, work on the next hitter, and then go from there.
We've seen at this age level before that a call that you don't agree with, won't call it a missed call because the umpire has the final decision and we don't know that he was right to be upset with it in the first place, but a perceived missed call at this age level can have that emotions get a little high, get a little flustered. Definitely a good time for his catcher to go out and talk to him and coach to come with him. You still have the 2-run lead if you're Jefferson. No runs have scored yet in this inning. But the bags are juiced with Grayson Stokes up to bat. He'll take the first pitch for strike one. The younger brother of Martinsburg High School catcher Braden Fox will try to cut into this Jefferson lead. Swings through this one as it looks like a slider out of the zone breaking away. Makes it 0-2. Stokes was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Thomas fires. Gets him to chase it. Thomas fired up as he strands the bases loaded for Martinsburg. And Jefferson's lead stays at 2. With that, we move to the 5th inning. 2-run lead for Jefferson. We've got 2 innings to go here from Oatsdale before somebody moves on to the state tournament. The other team goes home for the summer. This is Little League Baseball on TV 10. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Car accident? Get more with Mansion. If you've been hurt in a car accident, time is critical. You've got car repairs, legal deadlines, and medical treatment that can't wait. The sooner you call Mansion Injury Law, the sooner we can help you. Because memories fade, evidence gets lost, and photos can't be retaken. You only get one chance. Let us help you make things right. Get more with Mansion. Call 1-800-557-4LAW.
When you're looking for the perfect gift, look no further than L.A. Roberts Jewelers at 146 North Queen Street in downtown Martinsburg. Choose from a huge selection of unique items, from the finest diamonds that make your eyes sparkle to exquisite timepieces, figurines, and collectibles. Buying from L.A. Roberts Jewelers means that you've made the decision to do business with people who've excelled in the industry for more than 100 years. They'll be here tomorrow when you need them, and if you need your jewelry or your watch repaired, they'll do that too. L.A. Roberts in downtown Martinsburg. Old World Jewelers for a new age.
3-1 is our score here from Oatsdale Park in Martinsburg in the district runner-up game. See who advances with Mineral County from District 6 to the West Virginia Little League State Tournament. The 10 to 12 All-Stars. Trying to make a journey to Williamsport. Top of the 5th brought to you by CMA, Chevy, and Toyota of Martinsburg, all in one convenient location, 650 Foxcroft Avenue. CMA, where owners just care more. First pitch of the inning is to Price. He fouls it off. Landon Allen back to the mound to work again. Big cut from Price. He couldn't get the bat on it. Over one with the strikeout is Blake Price so far. And here's a drop third strike. Throw by Coe is in plenty of time, so make it 0-2. And 2 strikeouts for Price, and then 1 out in the top of the 5th. This is the 8th time today Jefferson has struck out. McKenzie got 5 on him, Allen has 3. Wyatt Horn is next. Warren, first pitch swinging. Soft grounder back to the pitcher. Allen throws it to man in time. And now there's 2 down, just like that.
2 quick outs. That's huge.
Okay, yeah. This Little League International Tournament game is presented by TV10 under the authority of Little League Baseball and Softball. It may not be rebroadcast or retransmitted without the express written permission of Little League International, South Williamsport, Pennsylvania. You can visit Little League online at littleleague.org. First pitch into Henry Solich is a ball. Solich drew a walk before he came around to score in the third. Solich scoots out of the way of this one inside. (2-0) taken. 3 straight out of the zone. Next pitch in for a strike. The automatic 3-0 gets across.
Allen finds the strike zone with that pitch. Now we'll see how the rest of this at-bat goes. But it just settles him down.
Allen, this one's inside, and that's ball 4 to Solich. Draws a walk in both of his at-bats now. Time called from the Martinsburg dugout. Coach tells all of his other infielders, stay away. I just need to talk to my pitcher. No pitching change comes as of yet. But that is a 2-out base runner for Jefferson. Coach trying to stop a leak before it ever starts.
Now batting number 13, Levi Jones.
Levi Jones is the bottom of the order for Jefferson. You can see why a mound visit was probably good timing there. This pitch inside. Jones struck out swinging in the third. (1-0). This is fouled away. Jones on the ground towards short. Catlett grabs it, throw to first, safe. Could have gotten the lead run at second. And that runner, Solich, moves up to third on the throw across the diamond.
Yeah, I thought they would have had a chance to get the out at second there. It was the easy play to make, but instead, there's still 2 out, and Jefferson has a chance to add on to the lead.
Now batting number 4.
We haven't seen many mistakes at shortstop for either of these teams through the area and district tournament. It's a rare one. Puts runners on the corners with 2 outs for the top of the Jefferson order and Paxton Thomas. Thomas 0 for 1 with a ground out and a walk. And they'll intentionally walk him. So they're going to load the bases for Connor Craze.
Now batting number
2 outs.
Connor Craze.
Craze on the ground towards third. Chase Brown, throw across the diamond. It gets past the glove of Hudson Mann. It was too low. He tried to stretch out, couldn't get it. And every run is going to score. Paxton Thomas even all the way from first. bases clear. Craze all the way to third. And Jefferson blows this one open.
You know how Dory says in Finding Nemo?
Top of the fifth. Beckett Mason swings through the first pitch to him. Mason on the ground to shortstop. Throw in plenty of time from Catlett, and that will end the top of the fifth. We just saw it. Error in the infield, not only leading to more base runners, but another one leading to 3 runs for Jefferson. They clear the bases and make it 6-1. We'll move to the bottom of the 6th. Martinsburg, a lot more work to do. This is Little League Baseball on TV 10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
We're back for the bottom of the 5th here from Oatsdale Park. 6-1 now, Jefferson. They have doubled their lead in the top half of the inning. Throw that got past the first baseman with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Let 3 runs score. And what was a game very much in reach for Martinsburg is now a good bit further away. And they have just 6 outs to make up 5 runs. They'll start off with Desmond Nizer. It's out of the zone for a ball. So last inning, though, Martinsburg did make a solid dent in the pitch count for Paxton Thomas. This next one is pitch 79. Nizer takes it, and it's 2-0. But luckily for Jefferson, they just got those insurance runs before they have to go to the bullpen. Nizer well hit, and one hops over the glove of Solich at second. It's a tough play for him to try to make.
Yeah, that was a scorching line drive. And Miller was able to get on base to start the inning off.
It was about as scorching as it was earlier here just about 2 hours ago. Carson Reyes is up next. An RBI fielder's choice with the bases loaded first time up. Strike 1. That is the 1 run for Martinsburg. Reyes, soft liner over to third base. Easy play for Asher Blair to make in the air for the out. That's one way to follow up, giving up a hit.
22, Marius Howard.
Marius Howard is due up, and coach called time because, at least to him, it looks like Howard's using a different bat than usual, and he wanted him to change back, but he's letting him go after a little talk. As his line right at second base and doubled up at first is Nizer.
Wow, what a play. What a double play that was. Perfect place at the right time for both of those guys. It's toward the twin-killing double play.
The new bat might have played to his disadvantage. He hit it hard enough that it stayed in the air. We'll go to the 6th inning. Jefferson, momentum, up by 5. They have one more set of at-bats to try to add on. This is Little League Baseball on TV 10. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg is looking for joyful, dedicated primary lead teachers for grades K through 4 to join our vibrant team for the 2026-27 academic year. We're searching for educators who believe in more than just lesson plans, teachers who inspire a love of learning, build confidence, and weave biblical truth into every subject. At TCCA, we offer so much more than a classroom. With a 100-acre campus full of outdoor adventures, daily research-based agriculture classes unlike any school in the state, movement-based instruction, equestrian education, and bi-weekly student choice clubs, and a Christ-centered classical education that connects learning to real life. Our students don't just thrive, they flourish, and so do our teachers. If you're passionate about laying a strong foundation for young learners and want to be part of something bigger, we'd love to hear from you. Email your resume to Rachel Hull at RachelHullTCCA@outlook.com. That's Rachel Hull TCCA@outlook.com to apply or learn more. The Classical Christian Academy is located at 7192 Arden Noble Road, Martinsburg, West Virginia 25403.
Top of the 6th inning on TV 10 is brought to you by Parsons Ford at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first. Parsons, 6-1 Jefferson with 1 inning to go here in the district tournament. Jefferson will have one more set of at-bats to add on to this 5-run lead before they try to shut the door on Martinsburg and get revenge for the area championship game. Dylan Bishop and Brady Masters with you on the call. TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube.
Number 14, Jackson Bush.
Our next broadcast will be Sunday, July 5th, from Shenandoah University. That's where the post-14 Hornets will have themselves a doubleheader. Jackson Bush tries to start the 6th inning with a running bunt, trying to get himself on base. He reached on a fielder's choice in the first and popped up shortstop in the third. It's Bush, Mumon, and Anders due up this inning. Still Landon Allen on the mound. And this is a bloop just over Stokes at third. Can't hit them where they ain't. Much better than that.
No, you can't.
Now batting number 23, Miles Mumon.
Another perfectly placed ball there for Jefferson. It's like the third of the night that I've seen.
Yeah, there's been plenty of soft contact today, but it's been oftentimes to a good place for a hit. Mumon lays this one down, and Stokes tries to get it with the bare hand. Can't bring it in. Now it's first and second for Jefferson. They try to put this one out of reach.
Now batting number 9, Cameron Anders.
Anders, 2 on, no out. Takes a strike. This is hit by Anders and falls in front of Nizer in right field. Runners for Jefferson had to wait to see if it would fall, so they only go up 1 base, but those bases are loaded.
But you'll take it either way if you're Jefferson.
Now batting 00, Asher Blair.
This is now a pretty long stint for Allen on the mound. 2 1/3 before he started this inning. Bases are loaded as a strike is taken by Asher Blair. Blair started on the mound yesterday with a well-placed ball here. He may as well be able to end this one. This is a wild pitch, but stays close enough to Coe that everybody stays put. Blair has drawn a walk and sacrifice bunted in his 2 at-bats so far today. 1-1. Blair fouls it off. One, two inside for a ball. Two is the count with the bases loaded. Blair pops this one up. It's fouled. No play for Stokes to get over to it. He'll go chase it down, though. It's Bush on first, Bush on third, Muma on second, Anders on first. Blair on the ground. Catlett goes home with it. Coe has to jump up for it, but lands on the base in time for the out.
Yeah, Coe had to jump and make the catch there to at least get the out at home. Good job to hold on to the plate there and hold on to the ball as well to catch it.
Archer Torre is next. He was 2 for 2 with 2 singles yesterday, but today he's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. This is way inside. Would have hit Torre if he didn't get out of the way. A 1-0. Foul tip. Ball hit off the mask of Coe, so they'll have him just walk this one out, make sure he's all right. So when we move to the bottom of the 6th inning, this looks a lot like Paxton Thomas's start in the area tournament against Hedgesville, their first game against Hedgesville, where he went into the 6th inning at exactly 83 pitches. And we thought, well, that's a shame. He can't go the distance. He's pitching so well. And then he got 2 outs on 2 pitches, and it was just 1 out left for the bullpen. He sits here again at 83 pitches through 5 innings.
Well, we'll just have to see what happens in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Torres counts 2-1. This next one bounces, gets away from Coe. Mumon is going to come home. He's going to score with no play at the plate. 7-1. Jefferson's lead increases to 6.
Yep, another miscue by Martinsburg, and Jefferson able to take advantage of it. They've been doing it all night long.
Stokes out of the bullpen calls time, and he'll take the ball from Allen, and he'll give it to Stokes. Grayson Stokes will take the mound. Get some defensive adjustments from Martinsburg, more than likely, and we'll take 60 seconds as Stokes warms up. He's got 2 outs to get before Martinsburg gets their last shot at the plate. We'll take the 60 and come back with more Little League Baseball on TV 10.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
You have choices when it comes to appliance repair, but before you call a large corporate chain, consider what BW Appliance brings to the table. BW Appliance Repair offers fast in-home appliance repair services to the Eastern Panhandle of West Virginia, including Jefferson County and Berkeley County. We strive for professionalism, dedication, and honesty. Call us today at 304-279-8858 to schedule immediate service. You can also visit us online at bwappliance.repair.
Grayson Stokes will try to finish this off for Martinsburg on the mound. Day is done for Landon Allen after 2 2/3. He gave up 3 hits, 2 walks, 4 runs though. And now runner on second and third as Torre swings through this one. Stokes came in with the count at 3-1. Got a strike to make it a full count. Now here's the next one. Inside, hit by pitch as Torre right around the tailbone.
Ouch, that one's going to sting.
And that loads the bases.
Now batting, number 6, Blake Price.
Blake Price gets to come up with the bases loaded. Torre seems to really be feeling that one as he fully went down the first base line. He's now walking out into the outfield to walk this one out. It's pretty much right in the small of the back, it looked like. He looks like he's all right now. He's going to play through the pain. Blake Price, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, steps in. First pitch out of the zone. The 1-0 to follow from Stokes. That'll be up high for a ball. Here's your 2-0. That's a strike. Whitehorn will follow unless Martinsburg can get a double play. 2-1 is low. One pitch from Stokes. Price threw it. Runs the count full.
Yeah, there you go. Stokes got a swing and miss here. Now he got himself back into the count. See if he can put Price away here.
Full count. Bases loaded. 1 out. Jefferson leads by 6. They're trying to add on even more. Price will not be the one to do it as he swings through strike 3.
Now batting, number 29, Wyatt Horn.
Stokes' first strikeout comes at a very convenient time for Martinsburg. Leaves the bases loaded, now 2 down for Wyatt Horn. Struck out looking in the 3rd, grounded out to the pitcher in the 5th. Outside, ball 1. Martinsburg's infield playing at relatively normal depth now with 2 outs. Next pitch is out of the zone. Stokes leans forward, gets the sign from his catcher. Now the throw. Strike one. Horn with just a little nod to his third base coach as he gets a sign. Steps back into the box quickly. Here's your 2-1. That's fouled away. Fouled off. Horn stays alive on the 2-2. Go and chase down the foul balls, and now we're ready. Another 2-2. Inside to Horn. Horn, it seemed like he got hit by a pitch. Horn is saying that he did, but
yeah, it came inside towards his body.
If it did, it was missed, and now it's just 3-2. Payoff pitch, fouled off the catcher's helmet. Martinsburg, regardless of the score, next half inning, we'll have bottom third of the lineup up. Allen, Deering, Carter, and Smith behind him before they could get to the top while trying to make the comeback. Wyatt Horn draws a walk, and a run will score. Bases stay loaded, but it's 8-1.
Number 21.
And they just keep pouring it on. Jefferson does.
Henry Solich, both of his at-bats today so far, he's drawn a walk. He can add another run up onto the board if he can do it again. Stokes' first pitch outside. Here's your 1-0. Inside. Ball 2. Oh, never mind. So far inside that it actually hit Solich on the hand.
That's it from my angle.
Hit by pitch. That's another run.
Now batting number 13, Levi Jones.
9-1 Jefferson. Levi Jones, the bottom of the order for Jefferson. First pitch. That's swung at by Jones. He didn't actually get a piece of it, so the runner can come home. I think the instinct from Martinsburg was that it was just a foul ball. But the run comes home and makes it 10-1. Oh, 1, called a strike. If Jefferson were to get a run here, Martinsburg, the home team, has the privilege of getting their at-bat in before any sort of run roll, so we'll have the full 6 innings. This is inside for a ball. Jones struck out swinging in the third, reached on an error in the fifth. Stokes needs one more strike. Won't get it on this pitch. It's 2-2. Called strike 3. Hits the outside corner. And mercilessly, Jefferson goes down. Now 10-1 as they add on 4 runs. Martinsburg would need the comeback of all comebacks. They'll have 3 outs to work with as they try to make up a 10-1 game as we go to the bottom of the 6th. This is Little League Baseball on TV 10.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
The bottom of the 6th on TV 10 is brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Buy your next vehicle online and they'll deliver it to you, and if you don't like it, they'll take it back. Visit them online at fordofhagerstown.com. Jefferson sits 3 outs away and going back to the state tournament. The Little League All-Stars at the 10-12 level trying to defend their state championship. Next year, they won't even be defending an area championship. That was Martinsburg. They can come back with the revenge tour, knock Martinsburg out, and be the district runner-up. Landon Allen takes strike 1. So this will be the last batter that Paxton Thomas faces, as this will be pitch number 85. That's a ball. Coach calling out his dugout from the third base box. Here's a 1-1. Out of the zone, ball 2. It's Allen, Deering, and Carter. 10, 11, 12 in the order for Martinsburg. They have a 13th in the order, though. One more they got to get through before they could go back to the top. Allen just foul down the third base line.
Try to get something going there with that swing. So unfortunately, it went fouled or didn't stay fair. But Allen's going to keep grinding it out.
Yep, Landon Allen takes strike 3 on the 2-2. That was just his second at-bat of the day. He'll sit down. 0-2. Paxton Thomas will sit down now as well. His 7th strikeout. He goes 5 1/3 as he reaches the 85 pitch count limit. 5 1/3 gives up just 3 hits and 4 walks, just 1 run. Strikes out 7. Another great performance from Paxton Thomas. They didn't need great pitching today, getting 10 runs up on the board, but they got it anyway. So Jackson Bush will come over from first base to try to get 2 more outs. Let's take 60 seconds, come back, more Little League Baseball on TV 10.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
First call to the bullpen for Jefferson is Jackson Bush. He'll need 2 outs to push Jefferson to the West Virginia State Tournament. The 10 to 12 All-Stars of Little League. Dylan Bishop and Brady Masters with you on the call for TV10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Colton Musgrove behind the TV10 camera. Kyler High back at the studio. Deering 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking. He will be the first one that Jackson Bush gets the face. Called strike 1. Oh, 1. Deering swings at one that would have been inside and a bit low for strike 2. This is a high leverage situation for Bush to be coming in and trying to clinch a spot in the state tournament. Luckily for Jefferson, they've made it easy on him. Just needs 2 outs and he's got 9 runs to work with. This is on the ground to Blair. Throw across the diamond. Plenty of time. That's out number 2. One more will do it for Jefferson.
That was a nice backhand play by Blair there to set his body, to throw, set his feet, throw across the diamond to make the out at first. Couldn't have done it any better.
Ashton Carter swings at the first pitch. It's a foul tip off the catcher. Fly out the right field is all that Carter has to his name today at the plate. This is out of the zone, make it 1-1. Carter was 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts yesterday against Mineral County. This is fouled away. So he'll need his first hit of the district tournament, or his first time getting on base, at the very least, to keep us alive for Martinsburg. But one more strike will do it for Jefferson. Here's the 1-2. Bounced it. Try to get in the chase. Bush winds and fires again. This is on the ground towards Thomas. He's at short now. Grabs it, throws it in time. Mason squeezes the third out, the final out of the district tournament. And going back to states is your defending state champion Jefferson, coming back from losing the area championship game to Martinsburg, answering with a 10-1 victory. We'll go ahead and take a 2-minute break. Come back with a post-game wrap-up. This is Little League Baseball on TV10.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
Welcome into the post-game show on TV 10, brought to you by the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg, with a full lunch and dinner menu with daily specials and a clean and comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. Jefferson started off the area tournament strong, beat down on Hedgesville. They've moved right to the area championship game against Martinsburg. I thought of it as a little bit of an upset at the time, but that's just the thought of what Jefferson usually is, what Martinsburg usually is in Little League, and Jefferson's the defending state champions. Lost some of those players, of course. But 4-1, Martinsburg wins the area championship. That lets them move. Yesterday, they just had to play Mineral County. If they won that game, they would have been through the state tournament already. They dropped that one just 2-0. Come back, have to play Jefferson again after Jefferson beats Moorfield 11-0. That was Jefferson's only loss, that first game against Martinsburg through that whole area tournament. And then another blowout win to start the district tournament. And they answer back, blowing out Martinsburg in the end, 10-1. And just like that, backs up against the wall, the defending state champions are back in the state tournament.
I never expected this, Dylan. I mean, I said in the broadcast earlier when we got started tonight, I thought this was going to be a game that was going to be close. It was going to be a defensive type of game, but here on the field, that's what we never saw tonight. We saw a tight game at 1, and then Jefferson took advantage of the miscues that Martinsburg had, and they were able to pull away late and win the ball game, and they were just able to execute well. And I said at the beginning, the team that was going to execute well was going to win the game, and Jefferson surely did that, and now they're moving on to the state tournament.
They had the one run by Jefferson in the top of the first. Martinsburg answered to tie the game at 1 in the bottom of the second. Top of the third, Jefferson answers back with 2, making it 3-1, and we stuck there for a solid inning or two, but then Jefferson was able to add on 3 more in the 5th inning. And then things just got away from Martinsburg, and it grew to a 10-1 lead as they got deeper into the bullpen of Martinsburg, and Jefferson just closes it out. It's a game scoring summary brought to you by the Mansion Injury Law Group in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to mansioninjurylaw.com, and I'll try to get you some stats throughout this one. Not a super impressive day at the plate from any one particular person for Jefferson. It was a lot of drawn walks, wild pitches moving up runners, making the most out of defensive mistakes. So you have like an RBI from Beckett Mason. I was drawing a walk with the bases loaded. There was a few bases loaded walks in this one. Solich drew 2 walks. RBIs for Horn and Solich. The big one was the 3-run error with the bases loaded, the ground out. What could have been a ground out was thrown wide, made it 3-1 to 6-1. After that, doubled the lead. On the other side, Paxton Thomas pitching for Jefferson was the one that the box score reads well for him. 5 1/3. He gives up just 1 run on 3 hits and 4 walks. and 7 strikeouts, and Jackson Bush pitches a clean 2/3 of an inning to finish it off. You had a couple hits from Desmond Nizer, one from Hudson Mann on the Martinsburg side. Drew 4 walks against Paxton Thomas, but they were pretty quiet. Even that 1 run was pretty quiet itself. So those are game stats. Not a ton of impressive ones to give today for just any one particular batter. But one particular pitcher did. Martinsburg 2 2/3 from Kellen McKenzie pitching, then Landon Allen for 2 2/3, and Stokes pitches the final 2/3. A lot of unearned runs for the pitchers of Martinsburg today. Game stats brought to you by CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships, proud to be the owners of Just Care More. And we can wrap it up with a player of the game from Brady. I think there's a solid choice here. I don't know if you'll go different than I'm thinking, but I'm going to guess not.
No, Dylan. I'm going to go with the pitcher for Jefferson, Paxton Thomas. I mean, he was grinding out his pitches, was locating them, and he did a good job. And, yes, he had that bases-loaded situation in the 4th inning, but he handled himself calmly, and that's what, you need to do as a pitcher. You have the bases loaded or any runners on base. You have to just stay calm and focus and be in the present moment, and that's what he was. He grinded out those pitches, and he was able to do a good job. And then when he went in the field and shortstop, he made that great throw to end the ball game at first base, and that definitely has to feel good for him. He's going to go to sleep tonight feeling good about himself. And I would say to those teams out there who go into the state tournament, watch out, because Jefferson has a bright young future with this pitcher, and whoever faces him next, they're going to have their hands full. So Paxton Thomas tonight is the player of the game.
And the player of the game is brought to you by Parsons Ford at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first. Parsons, I'm going to guess that Jefferson, being the runner-up from the district, is going to have a bit of a lower seeding in the state tournament. And don't take them lightly just because they were the runner-up. They came back and beat the team that forced them down to the runner-up bracket of this district tournament, avenged their loss, and they're still looking strong here as they have a new group trying to defend that state title. So for that, let's wrap things up from Oatsdale Park and wrap things up for the Little League District Tournament and wrap things up for our Little League coverage for 2026. For Kyler High back at the studio, Colton Musgrove behind the camera, Brady Masters next to me, I'm Dylan Bishop, saying so long from Oatsdale Park. Jefferson joins Mineral County in the state tournament from District 6. This has been Little League Baseball on TV 10. Hope you have a great rest of your Thursday night.
We thank you for listening to live play-by-play coverage of Little League All-Star Baseball. Little League All-Star Baseball is a special sports broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR, Martinsburg. All rights reserved.